Hey guys, Gav here from 80/20 Lifestyle, back with another video. And today I want to talk to you about jet lag, the dreaded jet lag. Now, some of you get this badly, some of you don't. I know a couple of friends that don't experience jet lag at all, but it used to get me really bad. I'd arrive typically, say, in the States, and the next morning my head would be all messed up. I'd be feeling queasy, sort of bit spaced out, falling asleep at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then absolutely dying come 8:30 p.m. at night. And I've been trying different protocols over the last 3 or 4 years, some with great success, some not that successful. But my last trip to the States 2 weeks ago, over to Salt Lake City, and there's five things that I've performed on this trip, and they turn to work out really well. So I'm going to go over those 5 points. So number one, and that's fasting on the plane and only drinking water. Number two is exercising on arrival. Number three is eating just a protein fat meal that evening with no alcohol. Number four is unplugging the Wi-Fi, and I'm talking about details about why that works. And number five is supplementing with melatonin. So let's dive straight into the number one. The first point, fasting on the plane. So why does that make a difference? Well, if you think about it, or you might not know, but digestion is one of the most expensive processes the body can actually have. And what that means is it actually uses a lot of energy in the processing of food. So by restricting your calories in that 8, 10, 12 hours, especially when you're sitting down and you're not using any energy, you're basically sitting down, you're watching movies, you're reading a book, you're falling asleep. And let's face it, we only eat those meals not necessarily because we're hungry, because we're a bit bored. So it's quite exciting when those 2 or 3 meals come around, and it's usually, I mean, some people eat that crap, but a lot of you guys watching this video, if you're into health and fitness or anything like that, aren't going to be eating those type of meals. It's processed food, so it's usually to alleviate boredom, and it's just something to do. So cut that out, and it's going to really help your digestion. And going 10, 12 hours without food is going to do you a lot more good than harm. It's actually quite hard to do the first few times, purely out of boredom, and you're going to feel quite hungry. You're used to eating, and by the time you get there, it could be 10, 11 p.m, even later at night compared to when you left the UK or wherever you've travelled from. But it makes a massive difference. If you think about the oxygen that's being pumped around the aeroplane, it's reused, and you're breathing in all those fumes from the air that everyone else is exhaling on the flight. So all those germs are in there. So it's really very poor quality oxygen that you're taking into your system. So this slows down your digestion even more. So on top of the fact that you're not burning any energy because you're just sitting there, your digestion is really slow. You've got poor oxygen being pumped into the air. You just don't need those calories. So by fasting, eliminating the food on the flight, you're going to be in a much better position when you arrive wherever your destination is. And drink 3 to 4 litres of water. Mineral water is key. Yeah, you're going to the toilet every half an hour or so, but it makes a massive difference. So that's tip one. Number two is exercising on arrival. Now, I know the last thing you want to do when you land is go to the gym or do any type of exercise, especially if you've fasted and you've only been drinking water. You're tired, you're grumpy, you want to get to the hotel room, you want to unpack, do all the things, get in the shower. Look, I get that, I understand that, but I'm just telling you what works really well. And here's a protocol that I did. I don't go to the gym. The last thing I want to do is go to the gym. I just went for a brisk walk, set my timer for about 40 minutes, and I walk really fast, as fast as I can, brisk walk. And every time I came to a block, you know, in the States they have big massive blocks where you can turn left and right. Every time I came to a block, I did 10 squats. Then I walked as fast as I could, came to the end of the next block, I did 10 press-ups, and I continued doing that for about 30 to 40 minutes. And all this is doing is getting the blood pumping, it's getting oxygen, decent oxygen back into the system. it's getting your system working really well, it's getting your digestion waking up, and it just primes the body for experiencing less jet lag, and it really does work. So that's number 2. Try it, it really does make a big difference. Then you're going to go to dinner that night, and this is the key. Apart from, you're going to be quite hungry after you fasted, but the key to this is keeping it reasonably light and avoiding carbohydrates and alcohol. You just don't need those carbohydrates. You haven't used any energy. You've been sitting on the plane doing nothing. Your digestion's had a really good break. So you just don't need them. So eat good protein and good fats. It's going to give you nice energy. It's going to be digested really well. It's going to switch your brain on, send the neurotransmitters into your brain, some from your brain into your body. So you're going to have hormones that are going to make you feel good, feel happy, feel switched on, and you're going to go to bed in a lot better state than if you have a massive high carb meal, which is going to make you quite sluggish. Avoiding the alcohol. This is the one that I've tended to avoid previously. I've always eaten quite well, exercised, and I've always had a couple of drinks because, you know, you get to the hotel, you're in a foreign place, you're on holiday, you're on a nice trip, have a couple of glasses of wine with friends, whoever you're with, or family. But this time I cut the alcohol out, and it made a massive, massive difference. I slept a lot better, my head was a lot clearer in the morning, and I didn't miss it. I drank a few other times the rest of the trip, but cutting the alcohol out made a big, big difference. So keeping the carbs low, avoiding the alcohol, just having a nice healthy meal of protein, fats, vegetables made all the difference. And then obviously straight back into the time zone that you're on. Unplugging the Wi-Fi. This is a big one for me. EMFs, electromagnetic forces from the Wi-Fi, can massively interfere with your circadian rhythms, and that's just the rhythm that we're on in terms of what it means in times of waking up and going to sleep. So by unplugging them, obviously check your phone, do what you need to do, update your Facebook status, Twitter, check your emails, but unplug the Wi-Fi when you go to bed. And I tried it this time, and it seemed to work. It seemed to help, but it's been proven this actually does work. So that's number 4. Again, the 5th one, and this is one that I've always subscribed to, and that's to supplement with melatonin. Now, for those that don't know, melatonin is the hormone that is released from the pineal gland in the brain when it starts to get dark. So it's the hormone that makes you sleepy, and it's very, very clever. The body just releases it as soon as it starts to get dark, makes you sleepy. But the fact that by the time you arrived, 10, 12 hours later, wherever you arrived, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, still experiencing sunlight, you're still in the hotel where you're getting this fake light, yet your body is expecting to see darkness and fall asleep. So it really messes with the circadian rhythm. So your body's thinking, you know, is it nighttime? Is it daytime? It really doesn't understand that you've traveled on a plane thousands and thousands of miles. So the pineal gland gets slightly mixed up, doesn't release the melatonin that we need to get a really good night's sleep. So by supplementing with melatonin, this can really, really help. Be careful, it is a hormone, so you don't want to be doing this every night, but I think it's a great, great addition to your jet lag protocol. So there are my 5 things. I did all 5 on this last trip, and I can tell you right now, it was the best trip I've had in terms of energy, mental acuity, not falling asleep, just feeling switched on. It made a massive difference. In fact, I wasn't actually getting tired till about 10 p.m. most evenings on US time, and it really, really made a big, big difference. So number 1, fast on the plane and drink water. Number 2, exercise on arrival. Number 3, eat protein and fats and avoid too many carbs and alcohol. Number 4, unplug the Wi-Fi. And number 5, supplement with melatonin. So there's my 5 tips on beating jet lag for those that experience jet lag. Give it a try next time you go abroad, when you do go on your long haul trip. And that's it for me now. That's it for me now. This is Gav 80/20 Lifestyle. If you don't get my videos, make sure you click the link below now. Sign up for my videos and my updates on email 3 or 4 times a week, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.